So we were coming here for an economy car, something that we could travel in. And this is what we're going with. Good morning, folks, and happy Friday. Well, we didn't get to sleep in nearly as long as we had wanted. We wanted to sleep freaking all day until it was practice time, but that, my friends, did not happen. JB has decided that she wants to go look at new cars. So, guess what that means? This guy's got to get up. So, we're up. We're gonna go find some breakfast, and I guess we're gonna go look at some cars that we're not gonna buy. But hey, we can always window shop, baby. Let's go get some breakfast. Well, we have made it to somewhere for breakfast, but we're on the way here. We got a little. We were doom scrolling. We're doom scrolling. Let's be real. And there was a video about K-pop, Korean barbecue that came up. And now JB and I need to figure out how we can get to practice, how we can leave the house in enough time to go get some K-pop before practice. Probably a bad idea, but sounds amazing. And I really don't want to wait till after practice. I guess let's go get everything done that we need to do so that we can go get some Korean barbecue. Well, folks, we made terrible breakfast choices, but it was good. Oh my gosh, I am buckled up, car. But it was good. Now to go look at some cars that we're totally not gonna buy. JB thinks she's buying a car today. She's still not buying a car today. I mean, unless the breakfast starts kicking in and we lock the doors and start freaking hotboxing it with farts. What kind of laugh is that, JP? Let's go test drive this car and not shit ourselves while doing it. Alrighty, we have made it to the car dealership. Let's go in here and do some adulting. Or look at cars. We ain't gonna do no adulting. We're gonna look at shit. We're window shoppers. Let's get in here and window shop. I'm just kidding, folks. JB does have the want to buy something. But we are totally still going to test drive every car on the lot. Because why not? Cars are like girls. You gotta test them all out. So we were coming here for an economy car, something that we could travel in. And this is what we're going with.
Listen to anything.
You tell me, I'll put it on anything you want. That's basically the box.
I like the interior on this one better. It looks nice. It looks real nice. Well, I guess this wasn't a complete waste of time. JB did indeed find the exact car she was looking for. And I can't lie, it is a nice car. Do I think that we absolutely need to get it today? No. Are we going to? Probably. But it does look really nice, and she's worried that with it being the only one on the lot that color, there's only 2 cars on the whole lot this color, a truck and then this Trax. She's afraid that it may not be here when she gets back, and she would have to do some deep diving to find another, which she's not wrong. It would be difficult to find it because I haven't seen this color anywhere. It looks nice. It's like a sand brown, I guess you could call it. I don't know what color. It's like a cream. It's a really nice color. So I guess she's going inside, running the numbers, doing some paperwork, and seeing if she can leave with it today.
That's ours.
Well, folks, she did something. Well, as y'all saw, JB got herself a new car. And I'm so proud of her. She came over here, she had her eye set on a Chevy Trax or an Equinox. She wanted the cactus green. Well, we get here and they have a brand new color of it. And the 2026s. She was looking at 2025, so they didn't have this color in 2025. Needless to say, she got everything she wanted and some. I mean, it has all the bells and whistles. It's got WeatherTech freaking seats, WeatherTech stinking floor protectors, and about everything that you could get. All the bells and whistles. She is super excited, but this took quite literally all day long, like a lot longer than what I wanted it to. But at least she got the car she wanted. Exactly what she wanted. And I'm proud of her for it. But now we have maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to sit down and breathe for a second before having to go and travel across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday. And at least we get to ride in her brand new spiffy car. I'll show it to y'all in a little bit, but I got to get her car back home so that she can get her car home. So I guess let's hit the road, go take this thing home, then hop in the car with her and head across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday, folks, now that we have wasted our whole entire rest day. And then once we get into it, we will show you all the bells and whistles, the interior, the exterior, all those things. But for now, let me get my butt home. But I definitely need to shoot pictures, videos, something of the car before she rides in it for more than a day, because it'll be the only time we ever see it clean. Well, we are finally back home after using up our whole entire rest day to get JB a new car. We're really proud of her. She's worked hard to be able to get it. She has worked hard. But we have right at an hour before we gotta hit the road. So I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna sit down for just a second, I'm gonna pack my bag. I'm gonna knock out my run right here. Just do some freaking hill sprints, I guess. And then we're gonna hit the road to go get better today than we were yesterday, folks. So let me go inside and close my eyes for I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes. Then get back outside, knock out a run, and then take a cruise in JB's new car. Well, that nap was exactly, I don't know if you can really call it a nap, but that few seconds of closing my eyes was exactly what I needed. Let's go get our bodies ready for this day, or this practice, or this getting better today than we were yesterday. Let's go knock out this run. Let's break a little bit of a sweat, folks. Alrighty, our bodies are warm. We have broken a sweat. We have blown out our lungs. And we had fun while doing so. Because I so did not want to get back up and go knock out this run. I was really trying to find every excuse under the sun on why not to get up and why not to go run and why not to go to practice. But we found a reason to get up. And now that we're warm, and now that our lungs are blown out, and now that we are sweating, I am ready to go get better today than I was at yesterday. So let's run inside, let's dry off, and let's hit the road. Well, now that we have finally stopped sweating, let's go test drive JB's new car, because I didn't really care to test drive it at the dealership. It's hers. She's the one who's driving it every day, not me. So I wanted her to be happy with it and not have my opinions sway her thoughts. So now I get to go give my opinions. Let's see if it's as nice as she says it was. It's pretty nice, but As in, to drive, that is. Let's hit the road. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Oh shoot, before I forget, let's show you what JB got. Whoosh. Because by the time I get home, it's gonna be nice and dark out, so you're not gonna be able to see it, you know what I mean? So, let's see. A nice, spacious back seat. Oh, and the reason why we got it, it has a, it's got a trunk. So we don't have to like pile everything into a sedan's back seat. But the thing that I thought was the coolest is the red accents on everything. Yep, the red accents. That's what I thought was the most important. And the nice big screen. Shit's like a TV. It's pretty dope. But the most important thing is, does it get good gas mileage? And how does it drive? So, oh, there's a little buggy. But while it was clean, I figured I would show y'all through it. But let's hit the road. Let's go get better today than we were yesterday, folks. Well, we have finally made it, folks. Traffic was an absolute freaking nightmare. And then we had this one guy who was like swerving all around beside us, like flashing his lights at the guy in front of him. And the guy in front of him was just busting out laughing about it. Like, I don't think he was on this planet, honestly. Either of them. Hilarious. But I will say, JB made a good purchase. It drives nice and smooth. Let's see, what's the gas mileage look like? Oh, and I didn't see this big ass screen that they got on this before, but that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. And I'd say the gas mileage much better than Mustang. It's much better than Mustang. So I don't know. I say she did a pretty good job. I like it. She likes it. Let's go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, terrific news. Even though we got here a little bit later than what we had wanted to, we still made it on time for practice. No one had started yet. So that is all fine and dandy. And today was a great day of getting better today than we were yesterday. Some guy who had met me at, some gentleman who had met me at One Life, someone who had watched one of my fights, introduced me to him, about 6 months ago, had introduced me to him, and he was like, yeah, if you wanna try to get into fighting or any kind of martial arts like that, just talk to this guy. And we got to talking, right? And hadn't heard from this guy in 6 months. Finally get a message from him probably last week asking when we could meet up and get some work in. Then I got a message from him this week saying that he was not working today, so he wanted to be able to come by. So I told him to come on by, and guess what? He showed up. Most of the time, they do not show up. 99.99999% of the time, they do not show up. So I was not expecting to see him, but he did show up, and that is wonderful. But since we did not get to go get our K-pot earlier today, that is exactly what we're about to go do, because I am freaking starving. Because we have not eaten except for our breakfast this morning. That's it. So we are starving. But we made it through practice just fine. It was a fun practice. Then I went next door and we got some jits in and had a good old time over there. Without backstory, I'm not gonna say what we were doing because without backstory, it's gonna sound a little fruity. That's all I can really say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so one of the guys, I guess I need to give you the backstory now. So one of our guys is he's just a goofball. He's just a goofball, right? And someone flicked his nipple and he like overreacted about it. So we spent the next like 30 minutes flicking his nipple. Yeah, the things that happen in jiu-jitsu. We can choke you out, but we also, you know, may make you a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. I walked in on that, and then I had to join in because we were flicking this man's nipples, and he was going insane about it. So of course I had to get my nipple flip in. I guess I could have kept that to myself, but It was quite hilarious. I wished I would have pulled out my camera. Cause y'all would have had a good old time laughing at this guy. He like straight up started stimming, like holding his nipples, spinning around the room. I mean, gosh. But I guess we're gonna take a little drive in JB's cool new car to the K-Pot to get our Korean barbecue, and then to home we go. After a terrific night of getting better today than we were yesterday. Except for the part where we were starving, like, the whole time. But we've been hungry before, so we survived. We survived. Actually. Comparative to this week, today was a walk in the cave park. Not like practice was easy, but like my body's feeling was much better. So, shout out to that dude who came by. I really didn't think he'd come. And shout out to homie for getting really upset for us flicking his nips, because that gave me a grand old laugh. And shout out to JB for getting a cool new car. Let's go get some K-Pot. Good news, I think we made it in enough time to be able to grub down here. Let's rush in and ask nicely if they will please serve us. And they served us, folks. Friggin' huge shout out to the Korean barbecue, the K-Pot, for still serving us up until, well, they couldn't serve us no more because, well, they were closing in like 5 minutes. So shout out to them. We ate entirely too much. JB and I may vomit everything in the brand new car. Oh, let's get home, folks. Oh man, I'm like going into a food coma as I'm speaking. But you know what? I'm not gonna let this food coma stop me from freaking playing some games tonight. Heck no. We're playing a little bit of something. We're not sure what yet. But we will find out when we make it home. If we don't yak everywhere. Let's get home, folks. Alrighty, folks. We have officially freaking made it home. A lot later than what we wanted to, but we wanted that K-Pot. We wanted that Korean barbecue. We had been craving it all day. I mean, first thing this morning, we were freaking doom scrolling, and it pops up, and then JB and I both started craving it. So we made it through the day, and then we rewarded ourselves at the end of the day with some K-Pot. Even though, I guess, a new car isn't enough of a reward. But we did make it home fairly quickly. I mean, 30 minutes is not bad. I don't know how we did it. I don't know how fast JB was going. I wasn't really paying attention. The car drives really smooth, so I didn't have to go, JB, damn it, hit the freaking brakes. Because she likes to wait till the last second in her Mustang to hit the brakes, and that is terrifying, because if you know anything about a Mustang, they like to go forward. They don't like to stop. They do not. She'll wait till last second. But I guess let's get our butts inside after this pretty wonderful day. I was wishing that it wouldn't have taken all day. I was pretty upset about that. I was like, dang, this took all stinking day. I was expecting about 3 hours, but it took us about 6 to 7, about 5. It took longer than I wanted. Let's put it that way. I wanted to get me a little bit more of a nap in, but I guess we are good. We had a great practice, even with the very minimal nap that we got in. And we had a great cardio session with the very limited nap that we got in. And we got some great camaraderie with the friends. I guess flicking each other's nipples is still funny now. And we've got people who are 30 and 40 years old who are cracking up laughing at this. Oh, we're so childish. We need to touch some grass. But that won't be today. Tomorrow we will. We'll go touch some grass tomorrow. I guess not technically. We'll be touching our foot to the pedal and on some concrete, because my car is not going in the grass. Actually, my car can go in the grass, but my grandfather's just not going in the freaking grass. And there's plenty of parking spaces, so we won't need to. Needless to say, tomorrow we got a car show, so we won't be able to go get better tomorrow than we were today. unless someone can figure out how to get me a training session in, like we had talked about. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And then JB's grandparents are celebrating their 60-year anniversary. That is insane. 60 years with one individual is a long freaking time. So congrats to them, and congrats to JB on her first big girl purchase, I guess you could say. Pretty big girl purchase, if you ask me. Brand new stinking car. I mean, like, it was brand new. When we got it off the lot, it had 17 miles. She put 10 miles on it for the test drive, or 11 miles. 5 of them were from them just putting it on the trailer, pulling it off, driving her around the shop, driving her, the normal things. So it was brand spanking new. So shout out to her on her first big girl purchase. I'm proud of her. But let's get inside. Last night we got our first Galaxy. I know, not much, but it's something that we had never gotten on our live. So whoever sent that Galaxy, Mr. Elon, Papa Elon, a big shout out to you. Thank you, G. I hope to see you again. You're amazing. But even though we have not got to go get better tomorrow than we were today, we still need to get inside, because we still do have to wake up pretty freaking early in the morning, because we got to go print off some extra flyers for our car show, so that we can advertise it to their car show. Because what's the best kind of advertisement for an event? At the same kind of event, duh. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna go celebrate, advertise, enjoy some time with our grandfather. Car shows have always been a really big part of mine and his relationship, I guess you could say. Growing up, I had always followed behind him, and just like, I'm gonna drive the Mustang one day to car shows. I told him that for years, since I was able to talk. And we're finally doing it. Last year. But it's still very surreal to me that 20 plus years in the making, I am cruising to car shows, not with my grandfather, but to meet him there in my car. Technically his car, but I fixed it, so it's mine now. Either way, mine or his, it's still cool. But I guess, yeah, let's take ourselves inside after this success of a day. Again, a huge shout out to JB. I mean, she really did put in the work and the effort of doing research, of weighing and of balancing or weighing her options. There was another car that she really wanted, a Toyota. Not really sure what it was. I think it was a Corolla crossover. Needless to say, did some research on it, found the Trax. Did some research on that, found that, still pulled her back to the Trax. Continued doing some research, still pulled her back to the Trax. So she was like, can we please go look at a Trax one day? And I was like, yeah, we can. And, well, we finally went and looked at it after like 3 months of us talking about it, and like 3 years for freaking, let's be real, it was like 5 years. Like 5 years of her talking about what her first car is going to be when she completes nursing school. It changed a lot. Needless to say, she limited it, and she narrowed it down to this. And I think she did a pretty good job. And it's crazy because she swore up and down she wanted the like cactus green, and I liked it. We both were on agreement, so that was the car we were gonna get. Then we both walked in, and they had this one on the lot. The only car there this color, except for a Silverado, but she don't need no Silverado. And we both just looked at each other. I was like, I really like this. She's like, I really like this too. And then the next thing we know, we are leaving with it. And we drove a cactus green Equinox, and there was a cactus green Trax. We saw this color and we had to go with it. And like I said, it was like fully decked out. I mean, it's got the WeatherTech mats in it, the freaking some dope seats. I mean, pretty much everything you could want on a car. But the WeatherTech freaking lining is one of the biggest things, because me, after runs, get everything all dirty. So this was kind of a plus to be able to pull it out, rinse it out, and go on. Plus the pups. She did a good job. She really did her research before going to a dealership. And it paid off. She got what she wanted and some. But, folks, like I said, we still got to get up early, so let's get our butts inside. Let's hop on these games. Let's catch some dubs, and let's call it a freaking night. Hope to see y'all there. Good night, folks, and Billy Goat freaking loves ya.